Hello Taurus, welcome to your mid-April reading. This is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. This reading is going to hold true from the 15th to the 30th of April. Alright, I'm going to get two star code oracles to start with because we have some beautiful planetary transits happening this month. Interesting. That's hilarious. I just did Aries' reading before yours, and the sun is in Aries, at least till the 19th, before it moves into your sign. So, and they got a very similar message. So if you have heavy Aries in your chart, you may want to check that video. Aries is cardinal fire. It likes to take action. It is the purebred of the zodiac. It begins the new astrological year. And I feel like whenever the sun does enter Aries, it gives us almost a superpower to accomplish anything that it is that we want. It energizes us. It gives us that fire and that passion to move forward. So you may want to act right now. You may want to take charge. You may want to take action. The sun is your source. The sun is extremely powerful, as we all know, and the sun helps us grow. If there's anything that you want to take action on right now, I feel like this is the right time to do so, Taurus, because Mercury firstly entered your sign on the 10th, which again, Mercury being the fastest moving planet in our solar system, it almost gives you that boost to go ahead and achieve what it is that you want. All right, let's see. Let's get a couple of tarot cards out for you. It's funny, I was mentioning to Aries that Mars enters Pisces or has entered Pisces on the 14th. So Mars, the ruler of Aries, doesn't like being in Pisces. It's debilitated there. Okay, so some of you may also be feeling like you want to take charge, you want to take action, but you start procrastinating. Some of you may be empaths and you may be absorbing too much energy from your environment, which is kind of draining you out. That's a likelihood as well. What's interesting is we have strength right under sun. This strength card is a Leo card, and Leo, as we know, is ruled by the sun. So you may have heavy Leo placements, or you could be dealing with a Leo. You get Leo a lot in your readings, I've noticed, Taurus. Anyway, we have the Ace of Swords, we have Judgment, and the Strength card to start with. Oh. Haha. We have the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Swords. I love it when that happens. Okay. So, let me start with the bottom row first. With the Eight of Wands right here, this is again that mercurial energy of fast forward movement, motion. It could talk about communication and travel, and with Mercury in your sign up till, I would say, the 29th, the end of the month, it is giving you the energy and the drive to move forward. Some of you may want to travel, some of you may want to speak your truth. And I feel like you can do that now because you do have the Ace of Swords right here, which is a card of clarity and truth. We have the Two of Wands right next to it, which is telling me that some of you may need to leave your comfort zones. Some of you may be wanting to act and take action, but you're almost looking at your issues from the same set of eyes, the same old pair of eyes that you always would. And as Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting things to change. So I feel that something needs to shift here for you to be able to act and use this source sun energy, and for you to achieve your goals, you need to change how you look at your issues. With the Ten of Swords, there is something that is dead, done, over with. I feel like whenever this card comes out, I always say, stick a fork in me, I'm done. Because every sword in the Ten of Swords is a thought or an idea that has been overplayed by your imagination. And it is something that has been overthought of. But what is great is every sword in the Ten of Swords resets to an Ace of Swords. So every sword starts making more sense. And then you can carefully pick out which sword you want to focus on, which thought you want to focus on. And I feel like this clarity that is incoming is almost giving you this boost of energy to move forward. With the Judgment card right in the middle of your reading, this is an awakening. This is you realizing that this comfort zone, or almost this prison that you've put yourself in, only you can get yourself out of it. Sometimes our mind can be the biggest prosecutor. It can be the biggest prison that we create for ourselves. And with the sun eventually entering Taurus, your sign, on the 19th, I feel like that drive that you've been wanting, it will come about for you. Now, with the Strength card can be a card of holding back. It can be a card of unconditional love, but it can be a card of resilience. I feel like you have trained, conquered, and mastered this dragon. This dragon could mean anything for you, especially when we have the Ten of Swords right here. Whatever painful ending you have experienced, whether it is in career or in love, I feel like you are not letting it get you down. Oh my God. All right, we have the Six of Pentacles. We have the Two of Pentacles. And we have the Ten of Cups. My goodness, 2 tens. When it comes to love, I feel like there is immense clarity now. Immense clarity. Some of you may have been in a haze because, and you know, that goes for the whole collective actually, because with so many planets in Pisces, especially Venus in Pisces, and the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction we had on the 12th, and now on the 26th we will have the moon in Pisces joining Venus, Mars and Jupiter. So all this Piscean, Neptunian energy is putting a haze on our vision. It's almost blocking reality, so to speak. Our concept of love, our concept of relationships is extremely, it's like a fairy tale. It's not real, okay? And I feel like once all of these planets move out of Pisces towards the end of the month, there will be that clarity that we are looking for, which will help give us direction, will help give us purpose. Whatever communication is incoming for you right now, I feel like you can look forward to it. Because the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Swords is not just dreamy Neptunian love. It is clear, honest communication about how somebody feels about you and vice versa. With the Judgment card, the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Wands, this is you not liking what they have to say. If you're here for love, some of you may be expecting something completely different to come out of this person's mouth, and once they do actually speak their truth, you almost don't know what to do with it. You have to remember this is a 15-day forecast, all right? It's not the rest of your life. But I do feel like you need to watch your words very carefully. Mars is in Pisces, but it did come out of Aries, and that can leave almost this lingering energy of aggression within us. I'm not really getting aggression here, but I kind of am. There's almost a sense of frustration that you wanted this to reach a particular apex and it's just either taking way too long, or the person you're dealing with just isn't saying what you want them to say, you know. Let's see, with the Six of Pentacles though, there is a sense of balance coming about. There is a sense of generosity of spirit coming about. But I feel like with the Ten of Swords, you don't really care anymore. This is a very intense transition that I'm noticing here in the next 15 days for you. I'm feeling that the person you are dealing with, if you're here for love, they will gather the strength to act on this, but it's almost like it's not good enough. Does that make sense? The Sun. My goodness, look at that. That's beautiful. This person brings you joy, no doubt about it. Now, this is a love reading. I'm not getting career here. I'm sorry. But I'm almost getting that some of you may have been very heavily dependent on this person and vice versa. Because the only reason I'm saying that is because we have Source and Sun right here. So it's almost like the drive and the passion for life for you came from your relationship. If there was a slight hiccup, it's almost like you wanted to retreat and not take any action in any area of your life. Let's see. Okay, 7 of Cups. Aries got a very similar energy, no joke. And I told them the same thing I'm going to tell you. When you are confused and disillusioned and you don't know what decision to make, it's not the right time to make that decision. If the opportunity is presented in front of you, if any one of those opportunities won over the others, there would be no decision. You know what I mean? You wouldn't reach that point of having to make one. So I feel like, don't jump the gun. If whoever this person is isn't coming about with the right words and the right actions, give it a little time. With, like I said, so many planets in Pisces, it's almost like there's a haze, there's confusion in the air. And it's a good kind of confusion. It's very dreamy. It's not, Saturnian in nature. But I would give it a little bit of time for the air to clear. 5 of Cups. Don't get upset. Don't be sad. This is temporary. Whatever this conversation and communication is that is coming about to you, it's not going to hold the same pattern forever. Alright? I feel like I'm being guided to tell you to not take any drastic actions. Maybe practice restraint. Hold back a little bit. Don't jump the gun. Some of you may be tempted to end a relationship, but I feel like it's not the right time to do so. The Hanged Man. Exactly. Suspend your energy. Look at things from a different perspective, from the person's viewpoint, why they're saying things they're saying, right? Because we can get very self-absorbed when the sun is in Aries. And I'm an Aries rising. I'm not calling out any other Aries out there, but it's a fact. Aries as a sign can be very self-serving sometimes, and it operates from a position of pride and ego. So when we start operating from ego when it comes to love is when things go south. So suspend yourself, don't take too much action right now, and look at things from a different perspective. Oh my goodness, I dropped a card. You're almost berating me, Taurus. You're telling me that there's conflict here, there's sadness here, I don't like what's going on. I am telling you the underlying energy of your reading is lovely, okay? There isn't anything to be overtly concerned about. Whatever this conflict is in your mind. Until that calms down, do not make a decision. Ten of Pentacles. You can't make this up. The 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups together is telling me that not only is this relationship laced with love, it is also laced with practicality and stability. It is there for the long haul. The 10 of Cups is the 10 of Pentacles, is a happy family card. So, whatever this is, take your time. Okay, let me see if I want one more. 2 of Cups. You can't make this up. The 2 of Cups shows up when there is a very close bond between you and another person. Your souls are tied together with a thread that can get tangled and messed up, but it can never be broken. Whatever this is, it is just a speed bump. It is not a dead end. Okay? Alright. Oh, I was shuffling and the cards exploded. We do have the 6 of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which talks about victory and success. If you are feeling that you are not getting the right kind of attention from this person, you're not being recognized for who you really are, I feel like that's going to change. Okay. Let's get you a couple of tea leaves to close off the reading. Clouds. Temporary problems. What did I say? This is temporary. It is just a speed bump. It is not a dead end for you. Sunrise. New creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. I do see that coming about. Sunrise. How many suns do you have? My God, I'm very tempted. I almost want to take a screenshot. Okay, let me see if I can hold that correctly. Look at that. The sun entering your sign on the 19th is going to be extremely prosperous for you. Not just in love, but in your career aspects as well. I'm sorry I didn't touch on those too much, but they didn't really show up. But I feel like with the sunrise card coming up is telling me that the sun will be shining on you and for you. leg, stepping into a new experience. I feel when it comes to career, some of you may be getting promoted, some of you may be switching up your job description. But for the others who are here for love, I feel like the Hanged Man and the Leg card are speaking in harmony for me. It is that shifted perspective, experiencing your relationship from a different viewpoint. And I think once you do that, you will find that you have the energy and the drive to focus your goals, focus your actions, and move forward successfully. All right. I hope this helped you guys. I will see you in the next one, Taurus. Bye bye.